Well, we came across it. Well, we didn't come across it in a novel.
I don't read. Unless it's on the interweb.
Came across it in a novel. Yeah, we're not in a book club together. We didn't just say, "Oh, look at that."
It was even in hashtags already.
But pretty much just like the way it sounded. I thought it kind of evoked a kind of like imagery that was cool to me. It was like the red deeps, like the depths of a person, you know. It's kind of symbolic, or I guess you could look at it physical too. You get your blood in your heart and the red deeps. That's kind of not what I wanted, but more the symbolic aspect of it.
In the book, was it a place or was it like a...
It was a place, yeah.
Okay.
It was like a place where like these characters would meet secretly together. And
I thought it was a society. I thought that it was, they were called the Red Deep.
Oh no, that's us.
I know.
Just kidding. We're the secret society. I was around 16 or 17 when I met the kid. He became our drummer, and Courtney would eventually started joining Buskin' Cuffs playing. Buskin' Cuffs is our old band, those that don't know. Courtney would start playing with us, and she recorded on a couple of the Buskin' Cuffs songs, did some vocals and piano. So Courtney, I always kind of knew. I always asked myself that question: when did I actually meet Courtney?
Did you guys go to high school together?
We had one class together.
We did?
Yeah, I think we had seminary.
Oh, okay, I can see.
You guys didn't know each other other than that? That's weird.
Oh, I danced at your sister's studio.
Right. So I kind of. But I think the first time we actually played together was, I think I played with you playing, you know, your music, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Naturally, just went through the genealogy and found him in the tree and
Hey.
saw that he played guitar, so
And then
I searched him out.
Right.
No, yeah, no, I just like heard a lot about Rick and just knew that he was a great singer. And that's, other than that, I didn't know too much. I think I might have seen you at a family reunion before. And I had seen you actually play when I was like in junior high. You came to my choir class and performed. And so I didn't know too much, and that was like years and years back, a long time ago. So I just knew you were a great singer, and like I heard lots of great things, so I was like, just contacted him and talked, and it went good from there.
All right.
Cousins reunited.
If I were to kind of describe what it would be kind of just like a funky blues.
Bring a little bit back of Motown.
Yeah, there's a little of that too.
Soul.
So soulful, funky blues. There we go.
The basic elements of like what I'm trying to do, I guess, is just more, just be creative, just be different. You know, I try to draw or take different stuff from different artists that I like from them, but also not completely take it from them, but do it in my own kind of way, and then see what happens with it. So it's always changing, and my focus is always kind of somewhere else, you know, because I'm always listening to different stuff. So it's kind of hard to say like what I'm trying to create. It's always different at different points.
Okay.
Complexity is different too. I mean, listen
Yeah.
to the stuff you did years ago compared to what you do now. It's a little bit more groove oriented now, I would say.
Right, yeah, it's just kind of the focus is always changing from song to song. But overall, I mean, trying to be creative, I guess.
I don't know, writing music I think has to start with some feeling, some sort of emotion or something that you're going for, and I think that automatically tends to pair with like a melody or a tune, and then once you capture that, once you find the tune that captures the emotion you're going for, then you couple it with words that express what you're already feeling and what the story the music is already telling. And so I think it's kind of like you let the song play out just from what you're feeling, you know. You try to just be a conduit so that it goes through you, the emotion goes through you into the music, the song.
I think with songwriting, you kind of have to try new things to write more songs. You have to have more experiences, and so part of my songwriting process is doing new things.
Usually Skylar comes to us with a song and I listen through it, and usually there's a few takes of it, because it's like I'll sit down and I'll be like, okay, it's kind of what I'm feeling in this song, you know, and I'll play it. And either he'll be like, oh man, I didn't think of that, or he'll be like, I absolutely despise that, can you do something a little bit different? And I'm like, okay, cool, you know. It's just it's not necessarily unspoken, I would say. He lets me know if he doesn't like it, I guess is more what it is. Usually he gives me pretty wide amount of freedom on what the feel is going to be as far as the rhythm goes.
A lot of times I might reference, oh, you know, this part of this song, or it could even be more visual, like a movie. Kid, this is an explosion! You know,
Paints pictures.
yeah, or like with you mentioned the vocal harmonies. Sometimes I'm like, this is real gritty. I want you to get, you know, some nasty, you know, like you've just been drinking cough syrup kind of vocals right now, kind of thing.
Not that mean transvestite sound.
Right, kid. It was a tranny in one of the songs, and that's how he gets his deep. Right, and it sounds great, right? But yeah, just little things like that. You know, we work individually together too. Like I hang out with Rick at his house, I hang out with Courtney, and we're able to go over everything together. So it's pretty easy to get the vision across.
Easy. Yeah, no, I'd way rather be in a band of guys than a band of girls. Is that bad to say?
Sexist.
At this point in age, yes.
So there won't be any Spice Girls
I mean,
debuts.
we might have to
Spice
have
Girls 2.
gluten-free ice cream if it was a girl band, but we don't have to have that.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a bra burning next week. It's gonna be a good time.
Nice.
We're starting mass
People are
gayness
gonna hate me
movement.
that I just said that comment. By the way.
We love Courtney.
All the little girls who fantasize about having you in their band are now like,
No, dang, it's never gonna happen.
Jimmy Kimmel?
Jimmy Kimmel.
Just
Jimmy
Jimmy Kimmel,
Fallon?
really.
Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah, Jimmy Fallon. Yeah,
first
no.
we got to get a bass player.
It'd be,
Yeah.
That's the next step.
I'd like to get back on
Then
stage.
Fallon.
that'd be sweet. Yeah, no, I think it would be cool to, you know, see if we can make this a career here. And I think we've got the pieces that we can start doing that with. It's going to take a little bit of time, but I think with the right pieces together, starting to get, you know, starting to promote ourselves a little bit more and playing out, you know, I think that's probably going to be the big thing that we got to do, is just kind of make ourselves visible.
And a lot of people knew you as Buskin' Cuffs, so how you getting the word out that now you're now Red Deeps? Just kind of
I just posted
word
it
of
on
mouth.
Facebook of Buskin' Cuffs, like, hey, check it out over here. Not over here anymore, over here. Yeah.
Thought we did well with our first show. I mean, that was a lot of people that came to see us in Buskin' Cuffs, so I think they saw the transition happen right before their eyes.
yeah.
pleased. Right?
You seem like it.
Yeah, it was packed, and everyone was having a good time.
Nobody kicked me in the shin afterwards, that's for sure. You can take this one, Sky.
Really?
Yeah.
I like to hear what you guys would say about that.
Magic carpet ride.
Magic carpet ride.
It's probably not going to be what they expect if they haven't heard us before.
Oh, absolutely not. I bet you they see a bunch of kids and 2 older dudes rolling up on the stage there. They're not going to quite be expecting what's coming out of the... Like, they're probably going to expect a little bit more of the punk rock? Is that what the kids are listening to nowadays? EDM?
With the rap music and
the rap music and the EDMs and the Skrillexes. No. But it'll definitely be a lot different from what seems to be being produced nowadays. Especially from anything I've really seen in Arizona. I haven't really heard a lot of stuff that sounds very similar to what we're doing. Do you agree, sir?
Yeah. I
What
do
you,
agree. I
Courtney?
think you got something to go.
Yeah. How about you, Rick? Oh, okay.
So what you're saying is you have a fresh perspective on sound waves.
Yes, it's a fresh, but kind of got some vintage sounds to it too. I would say. So it's kind of keeping it real with the old school there, but bringing it in our own ways. I was a lifeguard at one point. Imagine this saving your life. That's a fun one.
Sunsplash?
No, actually, it was a YMCA, Young Men's Christian Association. And mainly, I was watching old people do their, water aerobics in the morning. Magical.
Skylar.
Goodness. I used to be a die-hard baseball player. Like, that was gonna be my thing, and I didn't care about anything else. And guitar was kind of secondary to that for a lot of my life. But yeah, I don't know what happened, to be honest. I eventually, I did choose music over, and I quit baseball altogether all at once. I didn't even try to balance the two. Right when I started with a couple friends, I started a band. I couldn't take all the baseball practices and not being able to play music. It was kind of sad, but at the same time, I'm glad I made the decision, made the jump. It's been good.
Right now you could be injured,
Right.
but that voice is never gonna be injured.
Right, and that was kind of one of the factors. I could see myself doing this at 90, playing the guitar and baseball. No.
All right. Okay, Rick.
Something neat about me is that I was once a contestant on The Price is Right, wherein I was victorious in winning a motor scooter and a 65-inch TV. And I went all the way to the Showcase Showdown. But something that people don't know, I'm debuting it here on this blog, is that when I went up and talked to Drew Carey on stage, he was kind of asking about myself, and I told him that I'm a singer-songwriter, and so he's like, oh, do you have any music online? I said, yeah. It's on iTunes, Rick Hale, Rock the Nation, because I just had the Rock the Nation album back then. So he's like, oh, maybe we'll have someone look it up. And I'm like, yeah, no, you won't, but that's nice of you to say. Anyway, right after I won the game show, as I'm walking downstage, they're playing the Price is Right theme music, and then as soon as that cuts out, they started playing my song Rhythm of My Heartbeat through the studio at the Price is Right. And so I just started playing the air guitar and jamming, and the studio audience was going crazy because I just won and they were playing my song. So anyway, it was the greatest moment of my life.
Second to marrying your wife.
It was the
She
greatest
was-
moment of my life, second to marrying my wife.
All right.
And the baby. He was good.
So third.
He hadn't come around yet. What?
Okay. I set off 3 alarms in Washington, D.C. One of them was at the White House. I was 3 years old. I was chasing birds. And one was like in 4th grade. What was the third one?
The Holocaust Museum in high school, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, Holocaust Museum.
How did that happen?
United States?
So I left my purse in like a booth, and these security
Just had
guards
one
with
little
dog
bomb in
sniffers
it. Freak
came
out.
out, and everybody like surrounded the walls, like just went by the walls, and I had no clue that it was all about me. I was at the end of the museum, done for hours, and they were all searching out, seeing if there's a bomb in my bag. I'm innocent.
That's what they all say.
All right. Anything else you guys want to add for the camera?
Facebook.com/ or actually / The Red Deeps.
say